Hello everyone. So I don't normally make videos like this, but as it is a 7 universal year and I am in a 1 personal year, I'm thinking there's some changes that need to happen when it comes to my life and the way my channel works, the way my business works, because last year, 2022, it was very much about family and community, all them household bills and food issues. And last year I was in a personal year of endings, so a lot of things ended in my life naturally. Like for some family situations, the young people are starting to fly the nest. But it wasn't really until I wasn't really making any endings in my life at all until my birthday, which really I feel it backs up my theory that your personal year changes at the universal year. But when it hits your birthday in that year, the energy really ramps up. And the energy really ramped up for me. And I hadn't even as a numerologist, I hadn't considered that it was my birth month. I hadn't really thought about it because I was so focused on, right, I'm going to make some changes, I'm going to end things, I'm going to move that, I'm going to get rid of that. I really hit like the high energy of my endings year, and I was creating the void for the new. So whereas last year was very family focused and there was a lot of family endings, and I did a lot of endings here, rearranged things at home. So again, it was very home based. This year, 2023, is the spiritual year. Now, if you've watched my video on the 2023 universal year, apologies, I forgot to comment on the fact that if you're in a personal year 7 and a universal year 7, what that means. And what that actually means is you're a very lucky person, because it means the energy of the universe is congruent with your personal year. So you get the universal energy of the 7 feeding your personal year of the 7. So it is going to be a very spiritual year for you if you're a personal year 7. Very much about study and personal development and time alone. You might even go to spiritual retreats and do meditation classes and do lots of research into who you are and self-discovery. It's a very enlightening year, and it sets you up for your next year of new action and goal achievement. So it's very much a process and an ebb and a flow. So this year, 2023, the universe is throwing all this self-discovery, spiritual development energy right at us, so that we go into ourselves. We ask, who are we? And that's what I'm doing. I'm not only am I really feeling that 7 energy, and it's my life path as well, so I feel it doubly. I'm also in a 1 personal year now. So it's all about new beginnings. So I'm asking myself, especially in this point today, it's the moon. It's a waning crescent moon at the minute. So it's very much about as well looking inwards, looking at your limitations. It's looking at your shadow side really, to see if there's any negative beliefs or anything that's holding you back from taking those steps forward. And as I'm in a 1 personal year, it's good for me, and of course because of the moon phase, to start thinking about that. What is stopping me from taking those new options, from moving forward? So as I would when I'm coaching someone, I took a look at the life wheel. Now, I don't know if I should have put a life wheel here really on the picture, and it shows like a circle. Then you split the circle into 8 chunks, and then 1 chunk is career. Then there's leisure, personal development, friends and family, spouse, physical environment like your home and your area, your health, and your money, your financial situation. And I assessed all those chunks and thought, you know what, there are some main things that are jumping out at me here. And my first chunk to jump out at me was career, because, it's my passion to do numerology, and all I want to do, it's my biggest goal, is to do less outside work, which I do enjoy, but it's not something I'm passionate about. So do less outside work and more numerology, like lovely. all the time numerology, that would be great. But of course, I know what I want in my career section, but what's holding me back is not necessarily something that originates from my career. It's, of course, another chunk of my life wheel, which is financial. Because when I look at the waning crescent moon, I think, what am I holding on to? And it's the security that my part-time employment brings me, because it helps me to know and feel inside that I have something to fall back on, so that if the money doesn't come in from readings and other things that I'm trying to do, like my books or my memberships, which I'm about to announce, then how, can I make this happen? So it's really focused, I realised, on the money section. So it was, how can I move myself from, away from the part-time employment, which isn't my passion, towards being able and feeling secure. That negative belief that I have that if I get rid of my security, then what happens if you don't get the reading requests? What happens if people don't watch your videos or buy your books and things like that? That loss of security can be quite difficult, and I'm feeling that right now. So I'm thinking, what do I do then? So I'm thinking, right, I need to think about how I can make my some of my, at least, income through numerology more secure. So hence what I'm about to say to you today. Now, I've already written 2 books, but books don't sell themselves, and I'm no book marketer. And at the minute, I have literally no idea who to go to or what to do. I've done some Amazon marketing rubbish. You can do marketing on Facebook and things like that. But again, there's no real engagement, because I think when it comes to book marketing, there's a strategy involved. So my first goal for me anyway, and what I would encourage somebody to do if I was coaching them, is to take some practical action here. Numerology is very big picture. You're in the year of study, you're in the personal year of new beginnings, but you've got to nail that down to the action and the goals and actually do something about it. So there's two sort of big goals here. One is my book sales. Now I've got to decide, do I want to learn the strategy of how to market a book, or do I want to ask someone else to do that? And there's the rub. Someone, no idea, because from my research, it seems to show that there is some kind of strategy that you need to follow, and there's a focus that needs to happen. And I'm not sure, with my soul urge being the way it is, whether I'm always going to want to focus on the marketing area, and whether I should just find somebody who is really good and ask them to do it for me. But again, lack of knowledge there, research needed. So that's one of my goals, to try and find a way to get my books out there. Second goal actually is to finish my book 3. I mean, I'm doing bit by bit every day, but it's going to take a couple more months, I would say, before I can get that out. And then obviously get my book marketing going, and hopefully I'll get more of a stable income from that. But that's not the only thing. I have introduced memberships. This is my big exciting announcement, because now I sort of help people on my channel on a first come first serve basis, really. It's very, I write down lists, and those who ask me first get first priority. And I must admit, my comments, it takes me a while to respond, because there's so many people and I've got a lot of requests, so it takes a while for my request to actually be, your request, sorry, to actually be posted. And I thought, how else could I find another way to prioritize it, and this age-old question, maybe start to build more of a stable income from numerology, so I can really focus on numerology and my members. And I just know that'll make me feel really fulfilled, and it's more stable and gives me the ability then to put more time into the numerology and less time into the work. And then when that process then will enhance my satisfaction score for my career, because I will be spending much more time doing numerology. I will be able to do a lot of the things that at the moment I struggle to have time to do because of work and other things that I have to do. You know, we all need money to survive. So my membership, so it's in 3 tiers. So the first one, $2.99, that's quite, I think they're all quite reasonable figures for what I'm offering anyway. So I'll know who you are, because when you're even a first tier member, you'll get a little star badge by your name. So it alerts me that you are a member, and you'll get priority reply to comments, priority posting of your video requests. And if you'll of course have access to my members only community page, where you'll see stuff on a members only basis, from posts to information about the day, how the week's going to go for you, what's the best day to act, all these little things that I don't provide for my everyday subscribers. $5.99, you get all that I've just said, all of the above, the badges, the priority reply, the priority videos, plus early access to my new videos before I post them. So normally I just post my new videos, but what I'll do is I'll give new members access to that a day or two maybe before I actually post it on my channel. You'll get member shout outs. I'll start to get to know you a little bit more personally, and there'll be some members only videos, because at the minute the videos I post, because numerology is very detailed, are very life path 5 with expression 7, or soul urge 8 with how that supports life path 3. But of course there's more than one type of life path 8, life path 5, life path 3. So with my videos on my channel are a general overview of the most important elements of those 2 numbers. But you really need a more personalised one to get into the nitty gritty. Now the videos that you will have access to as a member will go further into the deeper elements of the sub lessons and go more personal to you, like a video on how the life path 347 as an individual life path works with the individual energy of, say, the 145 energy. So that really digs the energy down. So it's not just 7 and 5, it's 347 and 145, and starts to dig in a little bit deeper. I'll also add other numbers to that mix in order to personalize those videos even more. And you'll be able to make those requests and speak to me personally on the community page. And those videos will only be accessed by members. You know, nobody on my channel will ever get access to those detailed videos, because, you know, they're more valuable and, you know, they're a perk just for you. $22.99, you get all of that I just said, from the early access to videos from the $5.99 package and the $2.99 package, all of the above, plus I'll do a monthly one-to-one service with you. So we'll do a Zoom call or a WhatsApp chat, anything on a social media site that you find most comfortable. And we'll have monthly meetings. First of all, we'll have a meeting to look at your life purpose chart, really, to find out why you're here in the first place, what your talents are, what your soul urge is. And then over time, we'll work out how I can support you through that. So you're a life path 5, and you're in the energy of your 5 personal year. So what's your personal month? When's your best time to act personally? So it really digs down into you. It's like a personal reading, really, and that'll be a monthly thing. So we might talk about some things you need to achieve, or the next point of what you need to achieve, and help you drill your life path down to action, and then decide what's the best month, what's the best day to do that on, and then assess how that goes. And that will be an ongoing thing for as long as you are a member. Now that, of course, is going to be great for you, I hope, because then you get a more personal service. It's amazing for me because I get to spend more time doing numerology and more time getting to know you guys. And of course, if I can market my books and get my 3rd book out, that as well enhances my ability to earn and spend more time doing numerology, which is my burning goal above everything else, because, you know, I'm grateful for my life. I have great family, I have great partner, great home. I'm healthy and strong at the moment. you know, healthy and strong. And, you know, there are many elements of my life that are going really well. I might be a bit over obsessed with numerology in my leisure time because I have to spend so much time doing other things, as I've discussed. You know, sometimes I can really let that overstep my leisure time and get a little bit over obsessive with doing numerology. But, you know, I am a 145. I do tend to get a little bit over focused on what I love and what I do. And I think, you know, it's all going to mix up. It's all going to blend together well, because if I can spend more time, you know, during work time doing numerology, I'm more likely to do more relaxing things in my leisure time. But, you know, I'm grateful. I have great friends, great family, great home. I'm healthy. You know, we're stable. You know, things are good. So this is just a burning goal that I want to achieve for 2023, so that I can really express my passion to the world even more. So have a little look at my memberships package and decide whether that's going to be something that you would enjoy doing. And, you know, I would love to connect with you on a personal level. Don't forget also, on Amazon, my books are on there. They're not selling themselves, but if you'd like to read about numerology, go a little bit deeper into numerology, read for your own chart and read the chart of others, then these are the books for you. And my book 3 is coming out in the next 2 months, if it kills me. It's very hard work, lots of editing, but I'm putting a lot of focus in it because I want it to be top notch and bang on, because this is a really important subject. So I'm going to stop banging on about me, and I'm going to be posting a couple of videos, maybe one video today, maybe one tomorrow, depending on what happens here. But I'll speak to you guys soon, and I'll be posting an update video very, very soon.